Have you observed that in the history of mankind on earth, it just seems as though there has always been a present truth for every generation? Present truth in this context implying an expected but pending event requiring an immediate and active response from the recipients of the present truth. For instance, for Adam and Eve in Genesis, the PT was, "Of every tree of the garden you may eat freely, but of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil you may not eat, for in the day you do, you shall surely die." Well, you know the rest of the story. Well, they lost their place in Eden, procreated, and Noah's generation was next in queue. The PT here was the boat or the flood in paraphrase. The options were get in or be destroyed. The list continues through pointers to the pre-Advent judgment in the 19th century. For this present generation, the present truth is found in Revelation 14. You might want to take a moment to read and know for yourselves the final warning. But here is a quick summary. The first 5 verses portray the Son of Man, once despised and rejected by men on earth, now assumes a place of authority within the courts of heaven to decide the eternal destiny of all men. The next 7 verses focuses on the controversy of worship and the message of warning and hope. The last 8 verses focus on the final judgment executed. You see, when Jesus addressed this topic as it pertains to our generation in Matthew 24, one of the appetizers to the current present truth that Jesus mentioned was in Matthew 24, where referenced also in Revelation 14, assuring that every person will get a chance to hear the gospel, the truth. But with that privilege also comes the responsibility of making a decision of allegiance to Jesus or his adversary. This is not a one-time event, but a culmination of recurring daily intentional decisions to always choose right, I hope. Why is this important? Let's find out. Well, just like a wedding day and its festivities with the beautiful attires and dance moves do not change the character of the couple, in like manner, the second coming of Jesus does not necessarily change our character. On the contrary, the work of transformation must be done now in preparation for his coming. One of the recurring themes in this last day message in Revelation 14 and re-echoed in Matthew 24, Daniel 7 is Jesus identified as the Son of Man within the courts of heaven, who will someday soon return in glory with his angels to judge and decide the eternal destinies of nations. Why is that tag, Son of Man, important? Now, first, you will remember in Acts chapter 1, at the end of Jesus' ministry, he had just ascended to heaven and his disciples were gazing into the sky. Now, 2 angels were sent to explain the situation and reassure them. In their explanation, they specifically said this same Jesus who ascends today will in like manner return to take his people home, implying that though now sitting at the right hand of the Father with power and authority, he is still the same dude that walked the streets of Jerusalem and probably shared a joke or a meal with us. Exact same dude. He is not ashamed to identify with us just as we are, even within the courts of heaven. He is still the same Jesus, flesh and blood. More importantly, having been enthroned, John reiterates that the Father judges no one, but has committed all judgment to the Son. Meaning, ultimately, this same dude, the man Jesus, gets to decide the eternal destiny of all. Why is that important again? Well, having walked in our shoes and been through our experiences here, and now sits in that position of authority, he is able to empathize with us, giving us victory over our struggles now and ultimately securing our eternal destinies. So, refusing to identify with him now while you still can will be depriving yourself of some privileges now, but also endangering your eternal destiny in the future. No bueno. But again, it's your choice, and I do hope you choose right. It's your Sabbath School Doodle, and I'll see you next Sabbath. Thanks for watching.